The exercises shown are for informational purposes only. Only attempt any workout under professional supervision with a qualified trainer and at your own risk. Always consult your physician before attempting any physical exercise. By watching any part of this video, you expressly agree to release and discharge the producers and trainers and waive any right and legal action for personal injury or property damage. Welcome to KickFit with Coach D. All right, we're going to get started with jumping rope. Skipping rope is one of the best ways to get your body loose, get your limbs going, get your blood circulating, and we want to skip. And you notice when they're doing their jump rope or skip rope, they're on the balls of their toes. So they're on the balls of the foot and the heel is up and they're kind of bouncing around. So not jumping that high. So you want to skip the rope as opposed to jump the rope. And if you don't have a rope with you, you want to just use the same motion. Have your arms out to the side, rotate your wrist, and then skip your feet back and forth. And it's a great way to get warmed up, get your breath going, get your lungs expanded, get your joints loose, and it develops your calf muscles. It does a great job with that. Make sure you breathe in and out. Get good breathing going as you're jumping rope. Be loose and warm. And if you don't want to skip rope, you can do jumping jacks instead. Uses the same amount of energy. Get your arms going, get your legs moving. So you can do the same thing with jumping jacks or skipping rope. We prefer to skip rope because it develops rhythm, timing. And again, you're at your balls of your feet. And see, now that the last 30 seconds, they're doing high knees on that. Sprinting out for the last 30 seconds. And that's a definitely great way to get your body warmed up. Let's take a look at combo number 1 right now for today.
Hi, welcome to KickFit. My name is Coach D, and today we are going to work on a pyramid drill. In this drill, we're going to repeat a series of punches. We're going to climb all the way up to the top and work our way back down. The first one we're going to do is based on 1-2, and that's the jab cross. Jab and cross. Now, of course, the jab is always your front hand. All right, jab, and your cross is always the rear hand. So using that jab cross, it's known as 1-2. And as we do that, we want to roll our shoulders and make sure the non-striking hand is like we're talking on the telephone. So here we start in our pyramid, hitting 1-2. Then we're going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we move to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And all the way up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we move back down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to 2. 1, 2. And we work our way back up again. 4, 6, 8, 10. 8, 6, 4, 2. All right, we're going to do it again. This time I'm facing off to the left here. And I'm going to go 2. 1, 2. Then I go to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. 1, 2. Climbing back up again to 4, 6, 8, 10. And then 8, 6, 4, 2. One more time. Facing now to the right. Hands up. Okay, and we're going to punch 2 punches, okay? 2 punches. 1, 2. Then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back to 2. 1, 2. We keep climbing this pyramid up and down until the bell rings, okay? That's a 3-minute workout for you. All right?
If this is your first time on Fight Fit, you can see we actually practice the combination first, and then we work upwards. In this case here, we're adding a little bit of a hook cross at the very end. And doing that gives you a pulling and power technique at the end, and it also signifies when the end of the technique is. So for the basic exercise, as you see at the bottom left hand of the screen, you're going to see punches, straight punches, jab, cross, and we start with 2, 4, 6, 8, all the way up to 10, and then we work our way back to 8, 6, 4, and 2, and we go up and down. So we call it a pyramid drill. You're going up the pyramid all the way up to 10, and you're working your way back down all the way back to 2. And here at the gym, we're using a hook cross at the end. So if they did 1, 2, they're going to end with a hook cross. If they did 4, which is jab, cross, they end with the hook cross again. If they do 6, same thing, 6 straight punches, jab, cross, and end with the hook cross. So that's just a little additional thing we put at the very end just to cap off the technique. As you do this, make sure your non-striking hand is touching your cheek. It's going back to your cheek. We call that answering the telephone. So if your coach ever says answer the phone, doesn't mean to check your text message or there's a call coming in. It means that non-striking hand, the opposite hand that you're working with, is actually going back to your cheek. And we want to have protection there. We want to cover our jaw because that's the place where we get knocked out. We want to be able to protect our chin at all times. It's impossible to strike without being open, so we want to close ourselves off, and we close ourselves off by answering the phone, or as we say, putting the hand right by the cheek. Breathing is such an integral part of this drill. You want to make sure you breathe out every technique, and when you stop, you want to breathe back in. It can be short breaths, and punch out. You can see in the screen there, I'm working with Vince there, and Vince is doing his rapid punches, and he ends with a hook cross at the end. So whether you're doing this against a heavy bag, or you're doing this with a partner, like I'm doing it, or you're doing this in front of a mirror, like the bottom left hand of the screen, you can just punch. Make sure you have good technique. Make sure your hands are up at all times. You can do the same drills with a little dumbbells in your hand. You can do a 2-pound dumbbell or a 3-pound dumbbell. Give you a little bit of resistance as you're throwing these punches. Definitely a good workout on your shoulders. The bottom left there, I'm going to start the pyramid again. Hit 1, 2, and then I throw 4 punches. I go all the way up to 6, and then 8, all the way up to 10, and 10 is the top of the pyramid. I work my way back down to 8, 6, 4, and then 2. All right, we're switching off now, so we're working with our second partner. That concluded 3-minute round, so we're on the third 3-minute round. Keep the drill going, guys, all right? Now, as you punch, you want to make sure your shoulders are being rotated. And you can see in the bottom left there, as I'm punching, you can see my back, the back logo of my shirt. And that's because I'm rotating as I punch. And as you punch, you should be able to see that. We don't want the shoulders squared up. We want to turn and get a good rotation on that punch. And I want you to look at my shoulder too. It's actually rolling into my cheek as I punch. And getting your shoulder behind the punch is a great way to perfect the form of the jab-cross combination. The jab-cross combination, you know, the punches in Muay Thai are a little bit different than boxing. The stance is a little bit different, and We don't put our elbows so tight. There's a slight difference, in the punches. And the reason why is because we use elbows, and we also use techniques to parry and catch kicks. And so we're kind of splitting the difference between the two. But nevertheless, good form, good technique, good rotation. And you see in the hip there, I'm actually turning my hip and driving my hip forward. And what allows me to turn my hip is having my rear foot on the ball of its toe. And it gives me that rotation, allows my hip to come forward. Punching is, obviously we're using our arms, but we want to use our shoulders. We want to use our hips. We want to use our feet to push off. We want to put all that together. And the summation of all those is what makes a good punch, good power in the technique and proper form. And you see Frank there in the red shirt using the combination, and as he does it, he ends with a double jab. And it's the same way, a double jab, just a way to put a signature end to that combination. For us here on a basic level, we're just going to climb up the pyramid. But these guys here are either adding a double jab or a hook cross at the very end. This is a great cardio exercise, so make sure you get your breath going, you're breathing with every punch. In between sets, you're taking good breaths in between. Here the guys there on screen are punching it out. Last 30 seconds, they're punching it all the way out. 30 seconds of non-stop punching. Good job. Let's take a look at combo number 2.
The second round, we're going to use the same thing, but we're going to do it with uppercuts. All right, the next round we're using uppercuts. So here we're going to throw the left uppercut, right uppercut, okay? The thing we want to do is when we do the uppercut, although you want to increase speed, all right, and you want to build your endurance, you want to try to have good technique. So when you uppercut here, make sure the strong striking hand, this hand is like you're talking on the phone. The other one comes back to your jaw. Back up, back up. So the opposite hand is at your cheek. You'll see a lot of people doing like this, like they're go-go dancing, and it leaves your jaw wide open, all right? Sometimes we do this to build super speed, but really the technique should be hand to jaw, hand to jaw, hand to cheek, okay? All right? You'll try to get the form first, and then later, when you can do that, do the proper technique, which is hand to cheek, okay? So again, we start with 2, 1, 2, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, back to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. 1, 2. All right, doing the same again. You can see another side angle. Remember, try to keep the hand by your cheek, okay? Ready? Here we go for 2. 4. 6. 8. 10. 8. 6. 4. And 2. Good, good stuff, all right? One more time with another angle. You can see it again, all right? Remember, get that heel raise at the back here, all right? Get that heel raise and you really get some balance on your technique. Try to roll that shoulder. All right, here we go. 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back to 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to 2, 1, 2. All right, and we go up the pyramid once again.
As you can see, combo number 2 is the same drill that we're using, but we're using uppercuts. So again, we use the pyramid drill, using 2 uppercuts, then 4 uppercuts, 6 uppercuts, 8 uppercuts, all the way up to 10 uppercuts. And then we go back down to 8, to 6 uppercuts, to 4, and back to 2 uppercuts. Again, that's why we call this a pyramid drill. You can do those punches, uppercuts only, or you can end with the hook cross, as I'm doing with Vince there. He's throwing his uppercuts and he's throwing a signature hook cross at the very end. Now the proper uppercut in succession is again the non-striking hand going back to the cheek. And if we just uppercut only, we're leaving the jaws open and we kind of look like a go-go dancer. And so it's okay to get your speed going first, but later you want to correct yourself. Okay, you can see Vince there, he's just going up and up, not putting the hand back to the cheek. We want to be able to put that hand back to the cheek. The other thing we want to do with the uppercuts is roll those shoulders. We want the shoulders to kind of roll up with you. Yeah, you look a little swanky as you roll those shoulders, but the shoulders is what drives that additional lift into the punches. And if you see a knockout, a lot of the punches, if someone gets caught with a knockout, it really jars a person's head back, and you see a lot of knockouts in boxing, even in Muay Thai, with the uppercut. And because when your jaw flies backwards, the back of your brain hits the back of your skull and you kind of short circuit out. And that's why the uppercut is such a deadly punch. Rocks the head, rocks you right underneath the chin. I always emphasize in using good form, you can slow down, gradually add speed. Develop a good rhythm. And make sure on the rear foot you're on the ball of your toes, okay? The heel is raised up. And that allows you to pivot as you rotate your shoulders and swing your arms for the uppercut. This is such a great drill because you actually have a goal in mind. You know what the rhythm's going to be from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, back down again. And so you know what the rhythm is, and it gives you something mentally to aspire for as you do this pyramid drill. Here they are finishing the last 30 seconds, and they're just uppercutting non-stop. There's a saying that you die in training and you die when the bell rings at the end of the round. But the next round, you're reborn again. So we usually take a 30-second break and we start up again. And here we're doing the second set of it, okay? All right. Rotate those shoulders. Work it. And don't forget to have fun. This training is about getting you into shape, losing weight, learning self-defense, but all that part of the training, you have to make it enjoyable. So make sure you have a lot of fun doing that. Get the endorphin rush, bond with your partner, or just simply push yourself. And as you do that, you get better every time. Your endurance builds up. And then also you start understanding how your body feels when you do the combination. You know how your body feels, you know your weight distribution. Pretty soon you start to know when it feels right, And that's what we want to do. We want to do it until it feels right, and you naturally know when the technique starts looking good. And then you need your coach to go and do little pointers like, yeah, you got to keep your other hand up. You got to answer the phone when you punch. Push a little bit forward on your weight as you're punching, and so on. When you get the technique down, that's when you can start building the speed on it. can see everybody there as they throw those punches. They're not flat-footed. Got a little bounce on the rhythm, and that's why we emphasize jumping rope so much. It just develops your calf and it gives you that spring in your feet. Now this punch again is called the uppercut, and a lot of times we just use the word up. We just say up just for shorthand. You can practice these again with a dumbbell, 2-pound, 3-pound dumbbell. Even if you have gloves on, even if you have 16-ounce gloves on, that's 1 pound. So if you're practicing with gloves, it's a little bit of weight and resistance. But we always emphasize trying to punch, working with a partner. So if you have a partner, get a set of mitts. Even if you don't have a set of mitts, both of you guys have gloves. You can use the other glove as a mitt. The other partner is wearing gloves and you're hitting the palm of the gloves. And that can act just like a mitt, a focus mitt. And it's always more fun to train with a partner. Here they are, sprinting out for the last 30 seconds, just non-stop uppercuts for 30 seconds. Sprinting out that last drill. Let's look at combo number 3.
For the next round, we're going to use hooks, okay? All right. So when we hook, we want to make sure we're not looking like a washing machine. We want to, again, put the hand, non-striking hand by the cheek here. Bring your shoulder high. Bring the arm horizontal, okay? All right, starting with 2, then 4, 6, then 8, 10, good, 8, 6, 4, and 2. Good, Do it again, all right? And you can twist your feet. Make sure your hips are moving too, all right? Make sure that's good. Get a good flow, work the shoulders, work your whole body into the hooks. All right, here we go with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. Good stuff, all right? Again, get that turn, get the hips going, get everything working well, okay? All right? And you see I'm breathing during the punch, inhaling when I'm not punching, okay? All right? Try it again. All right, we'll go a little bit faster. 2, 4, wood, 4. All right, we'll go again. All right, this time we want to make sure you have good pacing. Sometimes you want to go fast. You go forward. All right, but for now, work the pace, work your way up, okay? All right, as you repeat this drill, you can increase your speed. All right, here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 1, 2.
All right, we're going to apply the next drill, which is hooks. Now the classic hook, as you can see, the forearm is horizontal. Taking a look at the bottom left there. And the palm is actually turned down. Now you can do the hook with the palm sideways. The classic hook that we do is palm down. And as we go on a little bit later in our kick fit classes, we'll show you why it's important to use the palm down. But you can do it palm sideways. Both are correct, they're just done for different reasons. And this pyramid drill in my class here, having them use the hooks, but at the end they're going to add a hook cross again, so that puts a little signature to the technique. And the reason why we do that is because sometimes in a flurry, when you're punching somebody rapidly and they're covering up. They're in their shell. They have the gloves in front of their face. When you finish with the hook cross, or whatever you want to finish with, uppercut cross or double jab or whatever, it just gives you that little extra oomph, and it gives a little signature and you can just add a little muscle into that last final 2 punches. Good breathing. And I want you to take a look at the screen there. I'm working with Vince, and look at Vince's rear foot there. You can take a look there, and you can see his heel is raised, and see how when he throws those hooks, his feet kind of just, that rear heel just kind of springs and goes. So a lot of the classic mistakes on a lot of the fighters is they're flat-footed, and we don't want to be flat-footed. We want a little bit of spring, especially the rear heel. The rear heel will give you a push-off, just like a runner start, just like you're pushing off the run. So we want a little bounce in that. And giving you that push-off closes the distance between you and your opponent during an attack, but it also allows you to distribute your body weight forward, and your body weight behind every technique gives you that extra power. Now, as you can see in the bottom right, as you throw the hook, once you pass the halfway mark of your target, you want to bring your punch back. So you don't need to overextend the hook, and you don't need to punch all the way like 180 degrees. It's a 90-degree punch, and once you pass the center, bring the hook right back. Because once you pass the center, it's that the target's in the center, the person's head's in the center. And once you pass that, bring the punch back to execute the second hook or another technique. Just don't overextend. Okay, we're going to go to the second part, the second half of this round, another 3-minute round using those hooks. And you see Frank doing that drill in the red shirt, and see he's throwing those hooks, and as he finishes, he ends with a hook cross. And you see how that puts a signature at the end, kind of gives it a little power exclamation mark at the end of this punching sentence. Work your breathing, work your rhythm, work your timing, find your balance. Feel those shoulders moving. Feel the spring on your feet and your heel. Feel that transfer to your calf. Now, when you do this drill, and I've done this drill many times, you feel that burn on your shoulders. It's a great way to develop those shoulders. And the first round, we started off with the 1-2, the jab cross combination, throwing straight punches, the jab, left hand, cross with the right hand. We worked our way all the way up to 10 and worked our way back down. Then we did that in the second round with the uppercuts, and now we're doing it with the hooks. So 3 rounds of just non-stop punching up and down the pyramid. You're really working those shoulders, and you develop what we call muscle memory. Your muscles are definitely remembering those punches, because the next morning your shoulders are going to be burning. Good breathing, good rhythm, good pace, good timing. This is going to be the last of this pyramid drill. So put your all into it. You can do it. Don't gas out. We did 2 3-minute rounds for the 1-2, 2 3-minute rounds for the uppercuts, and now we're doing 2 3-minute rounds for the hooks. So if you did those, that's 6 rounds. 6 rounds, 3 minutes each. Wow. 18 minutes of punching. And here they are sprinting out for the last 30 seconds, throwing hooks all the way up to the end of the bell. Good job. Let's take a look at combo number 4, a kick combination.
The next thing we're going to work on is a kick combination. We're going to use 2 round kicks and then a push kick. We're all going to do it with the same leg. And you can incorporate this with your pad training. So when your partner calls out combo, you're going to use 2 kicks and a push kick. I'll show you from a side angle, okay? Partner says combo, kick once, kick twice, and then push kick. All right? Now you notice when I kick here, I try to turn my body, all right? So when I round kick, the kick is round here, my body's sideways, okay? When I push kick, the kick is straight. And any one of these kicks, I want to push the hip forward. So when I push kick here, the kick is short. When I push my hip into it, the kick is longer. Push out long, get a good reach on that kick, all right? So when they call combo again, kick, kick, reset, push kick. Again, kick, kick, reset, push kick, all right? When you kick, you want to turn that foot out a little bit so you're not fighting your knee here, all right? Push kick, Good stuff. Take a look from this direction here. Here I kick with the right, boom. Come back, kick with the right again, boom. Then use the right push kick, bang. One more time, kick, push the hip out long, okay? Kick, boom, kick, boom, push kick, boom. All right, one more time to the center, all right? Kick, pop, kick, push kick, bang. Come back to the center, all right? Do the same thing with the left side, okay? Gonna kick out, bang, kick out, boom, reset, push kick. Again, kick out, round kick again, push kick. Good. And you notice whenever I kick, the same hand and same leg swings out, okay? Don't try to fight the natural system of how your body moves. Okay, so here, round kick, boom, round kick, boom, push kick, boom. Again, round kick, bop, round kick, bop, straight push kick, boom. Push kick is also known as the teep. Teep. Teep is the Thai word for push. All right, here again, left side, kick, boom, kick, boom, push kick, boom. Again, kick, bop, kick, bop, push kick, bop. Good. So sometimes I can reset my feet and then switch, or I could just retract and kick again.
Normally on KickFit, we only do 3 combinations. And we're on our 4th combination because the first 3 were based on punches and it was a drill. So you know those punches already, but now we're going to put kicking combinations together. And so these guys are working on the pads, and when they call the word combo, they're going to finish with 2 kicks and a push kick. And we see Ace there, he's actually hitting with 1 glove on, and it's not because he's Michael Jackson, it's because he's injured 1 hand. And a lot of people put on 2 gloves even if they have their hand injured, but if you have 1 glove on, it kind of reminds you not to hit with that hand until it's healed up. So they're doing freestyle combinations using punch, kick, elbows, and knees. And then when they say the word combo, it's 2 kicks plus the push kick. Let's take a look at the bottom right of the screen. Here I'm kicking with the left side using 2 kicks, round kicks, and a push kick. In Muay Thai, as I mentioned before, when we say kick, we mean round kick because the round kick is so popular. We just say kick, and that's what we mean. You should notice when I kick, the same hand and the same arm swings. They swing in opposite directions, and you want to do that very casually. Kicking emulates a walk cycle. So if you were walking, if your foot was forward, that same hand would go backwards. You kind of pendulum with it. On the round kick, your body's turning sideways. Then on the push kick, your body's pretty much straight. So if you look at the direction of the knee, all right, for the round kick, the knee faces the wall, turns, faces towards the wall. And on the push kick, the knee faces the ceiling. We like to do kick combinations because it reminds us to not only kick once. Sometimes in combat and when we're fighting in the ring, we want to kick more than once. Kicking takes a lot of explosive energy, and as you train to do so, you get your cardio, get your technique, get your explosiveness going all together. Now if you look, as I kick my standing leg, I keep it bent. I don't straighten out that leg. I pivot. And normally we try to kick that way. There's other reasons to straighten the leg out later on in a more advanced mode. But for our basic kicks, we want to be able to not change the elevation of your head. So why are we doing this kick combination? This kick combination is done because as you kick twice, sometimes your opponent will try to rush into you. So after your second kick, you use that push kick. Push kick is a straight kick, and it stops them from coming forward. So get a good swing on that kick. Another important thing too when you kick is to make sure you bring the kick back fast. So a lot of people kick and they leave their leg out there, and they're very slow to return the leg because they kind of relax the kick afterwards. But we want to be relaxed while we kick, but we want to return the kick back fast, because the faster you return it, the faster you can strike again, either kick again, or be back in stance, or be balanced to execute another strike. So we have a slang we call dead leg. If you kick and kind of leave your leg out there afterwards, we call that dead leg. We don't want to have a dead leg. We want to be able to kick, bang, bang. Retract the leg back, execute that push kick. And when I use the push kick, and it's important to look there, I actually push my hip forward. And the hip is so important in kicking. The rotation of the hip. Even on the push kick, the hip coming forward gives you those extra inches. Throws your hip, gives you power that way. And in breathing too, when you kick, make sure there's a breath that comes out every kick. Don't hold your breath. A lot of people breathe out as they're executing the kick, and then when they're actually kicking, they hold their breath. We want to actually have a flow. As you're kicking, breathing out. And we see Frank kicking. And see, velocity is so important in a kick. And you see, we don't really flip the leg out that much. We kind of swing it more like a bat. A little bit of a bend, but again, we don't want to flip the leg out. A lot of other styles, they flip that leg, but Muay Thai is a knockout sport. We want to knock people out. Let's go for combo number 5.
Second round, we're going to use the same technique, but we're going to use a side push kick, okay? Different than a side kick, all right? The side push kick, just like the push kick here, we use the ball of our foot. We're going to turn our body sideways there. Okay, different than the side kick. Side kick, we want to use our heel. All right? So here, side push kick. Good. Side kick. Good. So we want to use the ball of our foot, okay, on this one. All right, so here I go. I kick, bop, And my body still has that side angle to it. Kick again, bop. Kick again, bop. Side push kick, bop. Good. Take a look this way here. All right, kick, boom. Kick, bop. Side push kick, bop. Again, kick, bop. Kick, bop. Side push kick, boom. All right, do that one more time. Facing you, kick again, boom. Kick, bop, side push kick, boom. All right, next one we're gonna do, we do the same thing with our left side. All right, so here, round kick, good, round kick, good, side push kick, good. Again, round kick, side push kick. Good stuff, all right? Take a look from another angle. Okay, round kick, bop, round kick, bop, side push kick, boom. Again, round kick, boom, round kick, boom, side push kick, boom. All right, and to the camera. Okay, round kick, round kick, good, side push kick, good stuff.
Combo number 5, we're going to put that in application. That's 2 round kicks and then a side push kick. Now there's a difference between this side kick as opposed to the other ones. Side push kick, we're still using the ball of our feet. So in the first push kick you use, your knee was facing towards the ceiling, your hips are pretty much straight, ball pushing forward, and then we still use the ball of foot. Now we're going to use the side push kick. And so instead of using the blade of our foot or the heel, we're actually going to use the ball of the foot again. So it's a defensive move. And it's a long push kick move. So kick out once, kick out twice, and then rotate your body the same direction, but let the side kick come a little bit straighter. Roll your toes back and let the ball of your feet make contact. If you watch Muay Thai, a lot of times they refer to the push kick as teep. T-E-E-P, teep. And it's a Thai word for push kick, for push. And so we call this side teep. Side teep. So get a good rotation as you round kick. You don't have to kick so high in the beginning. Just kick the waist. Here, if you look at the bottom left, see how important the hand positioning is. Hand positioning. Hand positioning will keep you on guard and will allow you to flow and maintain your balance, your counterbalance. Here we see Ace in the screen. He's using his elbows, and again, he hurt his hand, so he's using his elbows a little bit more. Muay Thai is known as the art of 8 limbs. And the 8 limbs are 2 fists, 2 elbows, 2 knees, 2 feet in the sport of combat. A kick combination, 2 round kicks and a side push kick. Do that both with the same leg, so it's 3 kicks on the same leg. Do it for the right side, also do it for the left side. Work it in with your combinations. Let's go to the second half. Another round 3 with the same, another 3-minute round with the same combination. Work freestyle when your partner calls combo. 2 kicks, 2 round kicks, and a side push kick. Breathe out every kick. Swing your arm the opposite direction of the leg. Make sure you come back to stance. Bring the foot back fast, come back to stance. Put the hands up. If you're kicking the air, you don't want to hyperextend. You don't want to hyperextend your knee. So in kicking, we really like to always work a heavy bag or work the pads as your partner holds the pads for you. That way you don't hyperextend. The first kick combination was 2 round kicks plus a straight push kick. This one is 2 round kicks and a side push kick. Use good form, good technique. Breathe out every kick. Push yourself a little harder each time. That balance. And if you have a good partner working with you, have them push you, have them say, hey, come on, harder, don't give up. All these words of encouragement. If you're training somebody, you're expected to do the same. If you're holding pads for somebody, even if you're just stabilizing the heavy bag for your partner, you want to give them motivation to keep moving, keep striking, keep on, keeping on. Push a little harder each time. Let's take a look at our final kick combination, combo number 6.
The last technique we're going to use is 2 round kicks for a kick combo plus a knee, a walk knee. So here, when I knee, same thing. I'm going to push the hip out when I walk knee. Boom, Don't want the knee to be short like this. Pushing hip out gets the knee much longer. All right, so here I go. I round kick, bop. Round kick, bop, I go walk knee. Again, round kick, take a step in, boom, walk knee. Let's take a look from this direction here. Round kick, boom, round kick, boom, walk knee. Again, round kick, walk knee. Boom. And to you here. Round kick. Good. Round kick. Good. Walk knee. Good stuff. All right. Do the same thing on the left side. All right. So here, left kick. Bop. Left kick. Bop. Walk knee. Boom. You're always going to have one side that's a little bit better. Boom. Boom. Walk knee. Boom. Good. And again, look in this direction here. Round kick, bop. Round kick, bop. Walk knee, boom. Again, turn, boom. Turn and kick, boom. Walk knee, boom. Good. And the last one, right to you, okay? All right. Round kick, bop. Round kick, bop. Walk knee, boom. One more time for you. Round kick, bop. Round kick, bop, and then knee, boom.
Combo number 6 is a lot of fun. We're using 2 round kicks, and then we're stepping in and use what we call the walk knee. So we kick out twice, take a small step, and drive that knee forward. Now, what makes a good knee? What makes a good effective knee? The walk knee is when you're a little bit further out, you're going to step in, walk in, and thrust that hip forward. So in the bottom left, I'm kicking, and I thrust my hip out as I knee. When you thrust your hip out, you're throwing your hip into the knee. It's a longer knee. You get a little bit more power out of it. And if you've ever been kneed to the body, it's a terrible feeling. As you knee, you want to swing that same hand, same arm to counterbalance. See how my arms are working the bottom left there? Swing your arm furthest away from your kick. You want to keep high to protect your face. Swing the leg, breathe out, knee. I got a letter from one of my fans that watched this Kick Fit and they practice the exercise. And they're watching it through their iPad. They put their iPad up next to the mirror. And they kind of follow the drill. Follow the drill in the bottom left just to perfect the technique. And then sometimes I look at the screen, seeing the other students work. Kick Fit is your virtual gym. You can follow them, work out with them, look at them, maybe try some of the techniques they're doing, and then go back to the combination. We use the word combo because it's a shorthand. So in this particular case, we don't want to say right kick, right knee. We say combo. We work out the combo ahead of time so we know it's 2 kicks and 1 knee. Short word, get a lot of technique out of it, get the training done a little bit faster, more volume, more output in a shorter amount of time. Now have fun while you train. It may be tiring, but yeah, have fun while you train. Push yourself a little bit more each time. And especially the last 30 seconds. The last 30 seconds, you can sprint out. But important to just drive power into it or drive speed into it because you're going to have that recovery in between rounds. So push yourself as hard as you can the last 30 seconds. We're going to go to the second 3-minute round with this kick combination. So if you've been following us all the way through, this will be your 12th round. Good job, guys. 12 rounds of this Muay Thai. 12 championship rounds. 12 rounds in boxing is a championship fight. And so you're training like a champ. Keep going, keep pushing. Keep motivating yourself, getting better each time. Martial arts is a lifelong journey. And as you do that, it's not only a physical exercise. It's not only working your body, developing muscles in your body. You're developing the muscle in your brain. Developing the muscle in your brain. A lot of times when people work out and they practice Muay Thai, they have that mental clarity afterwards. So we not only want to be able to work out our body, learn self-defense, lose weight, we want to be able to focus our mind and develop that mental clarity that we like. And mental clarity helps you see everything, not only in the fight game, but in life, in thinking, in creative thinking, especially in creative thinking. A lot of actors at Muay Thai America, a lot of musicians, they'll train, and when they're done, the mental clarity is there and their creative spirits are going. Push yourself to the very end as we come and conclude our final, the 12th round. So pat yourself on the back, push a little harder, and you've made it through 12 rounds of Kick Fit.
Any of these techniques, you want good form first, good technique, then you can speed up your technique, speed up your kicks, good posture, good body movement, body kinesiology, and you will have good technique and your muscles will remember that, okay? Keep practicing. We'll see you next time on Kick Fit. Ah,